the Boise State Esports Arena. You're joining us for a Mountain West showdown between Boise State and Air Force. Broncos versus Falcons. We already saw one great match today where UT Dallas, a team that Boise State has gone up against quite a long time, has won a 3-0 match against Blinn College. That was in Nace Starley. We now swap over to the Mountain West. Boise State looking to pick up another victory in what is a very important year for them. We'll get to that in a moment, but first I want to say hi. My name is Jacob Jem Palmer. I'll be calling all the action for you as your host, and I've got Rich Rad joining us with us to call all of the Overwatch action today. It's been great to have you along with us, and we were talking a little bit of them, but it's quickly spotted out by Moose. Now they're going to regroup as 2-on-1, but the rest of the Broncos come in for support. Daydream picks up a res onto Lyric. So that small advantage that Air Force had at the beginning is going to be evened out. Matt Merck gets a great pick onto Kenny, and Arduous Disc falls off of the edge. So it's you
had Lyric back online.
Second time we've seen Vintage Knight go for the point. Try to take it out from Boise State, but they've been wise to the plan both times. Kenny gets a pick onto Moose, and Boise State losing their tank. That's a big loss, but we'll see if Cal can pick up the slack. He can with Matt Work. It's terror from the skies as Cal and Matt Merker both
got two aerial players. Maybe we need to somewhat put them in the field for us, as there's two ultimates online right now. Matt Merck and Kel are ready to unleash. They go with the duplicate onto the Baptiste, and surprisingly, have a little bit more of a unique methodology instead of what we saw earlier, which was going for tank duplicates, as that's just going to be rockets from above.
Boise State is going to lose a bit of healing. Matt Merck is trying to hold on. He's unable to do so. It's been the tank for Air Force that's really been coming through, but he doesn't have his team to support him, so Boise State still has control of the point, and oh, what a nasty flank from Kel. That's a bad stagger placed onto Air Force.
A couple of Flyboys just coming in, doing what they want, as it's going to be now State dominating right now and feeling so just in perfect tandem with one another.
There goes the Meteor Strike, as if there isn't enough hazards coming down from above, right onto the top of the spawn for Air Force, and comes back in there. They don't even see it. Moose gets him in the back, picks up a double. Boise
It's looking to counteract certain tanks, but the biggest thing that I would love to see from Air Force is maybe opting to go for an Orisa, but this nice pickup from Vintage is really important, and if they can just deny that res.
I see you, Rich Rad, always trying to get the Orisa in there. I appreciate it. Matt Merck gets the pick onto Vintage. Lyric also picks up Kenny up. And I'm noticing is that there haven't been too many swaps from Air Force. They've been sticking on what they've loaded on initially. Matt Merck has so much air and is moving in, but Kel beats him to the punch, and he's going to try to catch the Lone Mercy. Going every which way, it seems both DPSs are trying to outdo each other. Solo rip tire onto Arch.
And just want like a well-seasoned stake. That'd be great.
That
and that's what
great.
Boise State's going to celebrate with, if they've got 4 ultimates with the rockets to rain.
And there's just one lone player on, gets hit with the sleep dart.
No!
Anti goes on as well. Daydream. I was wanting to see some offense, and the Ana can pop off, trying to land that final shot, but is getting healed up by their Mercy.
I definitely understand the desire to play on the defense first, because you set the goal and then you kind of really mess with the mental. If you keep them denied from reaching into the payload phase, that's a heavy weight to bear. But in the same instance, if you feel like you're playing aggressive
on theater and they're just right in the face of Air Force was all the confirmation I need that was Boise State. Immediately they're going to take a fight between the tanks, but it's a 2-on-1, now it's 3-on-1, and they just collapse right down around them and take out Air Force's tank. Oh my goodness!
Daydream.
Another knife shot by Daydream.
Completely saves them before being knocked into the wall. And again, Air Force already down 1 with Matt Merck playing this devastating Tracer.
Arduous Disc gets the first pick onto Kel, and another one picked up by Daydream. Could pick up a double, lands a knife, just needs one more, gets it, and another double for Daydream. The support popping off for the Broncos. Well, gonna get on out of there though, does not want to be mode bound by that Doomfist. Also needs to give healing to his own tank, and 2 of the Broncos fall. Air Force has found an opening, and the rest of the Broncos give up the point.
Yeah, the biggest part that helped Air Force was recognizing that the Doomfist was so close to their spawn.
Kidding me.
It was too... Oh, wow. They're at
the point.
Yeah, the biggest part that helped Air Force was recognizing that the Doomfist was so close to their spawn.
Kidding me.
It was too... Oh, wow. They're actually going to be able to come back in, getting some nice recovery here. A stick, too. Goodness gracious. I was going to give some analysis on how they get this point, but that's completely out the window now.
They're severely down. Lyric gets one against Vintage Knight, but the tank is still up for Air Force. The Lyric,
No
what is
way.
it with this Moira? What is going on here? Picks up a double. Still, what is it with this Moira? What is going on here? Picks up a double. Still alive. Kel comes back in with the Death Blossom. Gets a pick onto Phoenix. Gets rid of Arduous Knight. Up for Air Force. The Lyric,
No
what is it
way.
with this Moira? What is going on here? Picks up a double. Still alive. Kel comes back in with the Death Blossom. Gets a pick onto Phoenix. Gets rid of Arduous Knight. Are you kidding me? The Broncos are going to end it right here, right now.
The stray hooks.
You'll have to be on the cooldown. The hook comes back online. Does he land it? He has to deal with the turrets first. Moving around trying to find his target. Takes a breather though. Is just going to be patient and wait. Lands it.
Oh my
pulls it
God.
onto the Junkrat tire. That is so beautiful.
To get one tick, they are just even that much closer that they don't have to rely on a solely full take right now. And Lyric's gonna continue oh my goodness, Lyric.
Also, the Suzu heads
just
on
free.
him, so he's basically just, resets entirely in a team kill like it was nothing. This, for sure. Broncos are going to want to take that to its fullest advantage and 3-0 this.
They want to close it out. They've got so many more things on their mind looking to get this championship here once again, and I'm not surprised at all. And like we touched on it, first specific point means the world. And as we're entering onto Sarabasa, I would be curious to...
Of course, if you want to win brownie points with me, Arduous already taken a bit of damage down to half health. Boise State being a bit tentative before they move in as a unit. Catches out Vintage Knight all by himself. He has to recall on out of there, but already that ability spent. And the grenade thrown out by Matt Merck picks up a double. Boise State going north of 80. A miss by Moose on the hook, but the team is so split up right now that Boise State can just afford to continue fighting in the streets. Meteor Strike, Arduous Disc probably to move back onto the point, at least get the touch. Life Grip heading on over to Kel as he's ready to bring out Deadeye. Doesn't even need it, lands the 2 shots. Boise
Advantage, they have a Deadeye, they've got the Tree of Life, they're soon going to have both the Kitsune Rush and the whole Hog. Everything stacking up at least in an ultimate economy, but thankfully, Air Force does have something with the Kitsune Rush to counteract against it. It's just they have to be very cognizant of this, and somebody's going swimming because...
pick, but can it be enough to take back the flashpoint? They'll use the artillery. This is their best chance with the Kitsune Rush as well to boot. Matt Merck is so far back on his respawn.
Oh, no.
Merck getting the pick onto their Reaper. The damage continues to move forward. Meteor Strike right into the choke, but Kel just predicted right where he was going to land. Has it. Matt Merck picks up another one against Phoenix and Space. That'll be the flashpoint taken for the Broncos. Can you get one more? Of course you can.
Oh,
One more? Of course you can.
Oh, the focus fire from Kel on this Cassidy is petrifying. Realistically, I am just every shot I'm like, not gonna miss, not gonna miss like that.
Oh! And it's just forcing the tank. It be Life Grip to help Boise State get on out of there. And the Deadeye! Oh, Arduous just gets right in his face before he can fire. But this Bastion, whole bunch of damage being placed on its support, does manage to get the pick against Vintage, but some of his Broncos will drop as well. Daydream and Kel down and out for the count, but Mapper comes through with a double Tree of Life just to keep the support. Every single Bronco up on that stage that you see there did phenomenal work tonight, and they'll take home the 3-0 sweep against Air Force. Row. Specifically, it seemed for a moment everyone was trying to focus you down, and you just slammed the door in every single one of their faces.
Oh yeah, they were asking for a Kiri match, and I had to. I love playing Kiri, and they just wanted a match, so I was like, of course, I have to play Kiri. And so they were all trying to gun for me, but it was pretty fun, and I got that 3K, and I was pretty amped about it.
And our other caster, Rich Rad, was also calling out. It wasn't just the 3K you picked up, but the Suzus were on point for how well coordinated you were with the team. So it was just a pleasure to watch that. Now, I got to ask overall about the match. What was kind of the energy going into the match today? It seems like you all were kind of loose and just ready to have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly that. The energy today was really just have fun. Our goals were to like get a cool kill with Lifeweaver's pole and a Cassidy high noon, but that didn't happen sadly. But we got pretty close a few times for it.
And that's what I liked so much about this match. I said it right before we went to break, is that every single player gave us such great material for the highlight reels. Every single person got their chance in the spotlight. And we were also saying here, we were talking about we wanted to see, we were joking a little bit earlier, because when you came out on Ilios, the first stage, I mean, you already had the Echo and the Pharah dealing damage.
Yes.
You had the Meteor Strike. We said, Boise State just full commit with the aerial offense and go battle Mercy Valkyrie.
Exactly. Yes, we were playing against Air Force, so we had to bring the Air Force as well.
I love it. I love it. Well, talking about what's coming up next, you've got CECC matchups
Yes.
in this weekend on Saturday. So what are you specifically doing, and then the team as a whole, to prepare for those really big matches?
Well, a new season just came out, so we're all playing just tons of ranked. We're all playing games like this, trying to have as much fun as possible, but also taking it very seriously at the same time to not only like gear up for this cool event that's happening this weekend, but also try and do our best.
I took enough piano lessons as a kid to know it's practice, practice, practice.
Exactly.
So a great job you gave. Everyone here is such a great show. So thank you to you and the team as a whole for giving us a fun match to watch tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you to everyone who's watching right now on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. But you're not